1945 and the Nazis have finally been defeated. Europe is liberated and rebuilt after the war. But as peace settles, a growing danger appears, demanding our focus and caution.
The communist bloc would like to see the entire world under communist domination.
The former liberating force of the Soviet Union now turns into a threat for the capitalistic Europe. Because how should we deal with the powerful Soviet Union? And what can we do to stop another world war from happening? This is a story about the most influential political system in the world, and you should know how it works. So sit back, because this is a tale worth telling. Imagine a world where countries have necessary materials for war, like coal and steel, which are crucial for making weapons. These elements have the power to spark conflicts. In this setting, Robert Schuman, the French Minister of Foreign Affairs, came up with the groundbreaking idea to establish long-lasting peace. On May 9, 1950, he suggested placing the French and German production of coal and steel under joint management. This would promote economic cooperation between the two countries and reduce the chances of another war. And it worked. Schuman's proposal led to the establishment of the European Coal, that's this black color, and Steel, that's the blue one, Community, ECSC.
It is not a movement of parties, but a movement of people.
6 countries, including France, West Germany, Italy and the Benelux countries, signed the treaty. This was the first tangible outcome of cooperation between European countries. The establishment of the ECSC led to the countries of Europe being rebuilt more effectively, and the leaders witnessed the beneficial outcomes of working together. That is why in 1957 they gathered in this beautiful city to discuss an idea that will bring them closer to the European Union we know today. Meet the European Economic Community, the EEC. Here you can see that the development of the European Union is taking place. But we still have to talk about all these other organizations. We'll end by explaining the EU in detail. So, unlike the ECSC, which mainly focused on coal and steel, the ECC had a wider purpose and included other areas of the economy as well. The ECC aimed to create a united market among the participating countries, enabling unrestricted flow of goods, services, capital and people. At the same time the ECC was created, European countries decided to sign a treaty with the goal of sharing their knowledge about nuclear power for positive purposes. So this and this wouldn't happen again. As things were progressing smoothly within the boundaries of the European communities, attention quickly turned to the global picture. The collaborating countries aimed to develop common positions on promoting human rights, matters of peace and security. So the goal was now, how can Europe's voice be strengthened on the global stage, and how can we protect the interests of other member states? Their solution, another cooperation of countries, European political cooperation. After multiple agreements improving the internal framework, we reached Lebanon in the year 2007. Here, 27 leaders signed a treaty to make the EU more efficient, more democratic and better equipped to address the challenges of the 21st century. And now we've arrived at the focal point of this video, the European Union. But we're almost 5 minutes in. Why did it take so long? Because knowing the history and development of the European Union is important, because it helps us grasp the context and background necessary to fully comprehend how it works and why it matters. Imagine the European Union as a vibrant ecosystem where diverse species coexist and interact to create a balanced and thriving environment. Each species represents a different institution or actor within the EU, contributing to the overall functioning and sustainability of the ecosystem. The European Commission acts as the ecosystem's caretaker, overseeing the preservation and management of resources. Similar to a park ranger, it proposes policies, enforces regulations, and ensures the well-being of the ecosystem as a whole. The European Parliament, akin to a diverse array of plant species, represents the voice of the people. Just like plants absorb sunlight and convert it into energy, the Parliament absorbs the concerns and aspirations of citizens and transforms them into legislative actions. It provides a democratic platform for debate, ensuring that the ecosystem thrives in accordance with the needs and desires of its inhabitants. The Council of the European Union, comparable to various animal species, represents the member states' interests. Each member state, like unique animal species, brings its distinct characteristics and perspectives to the Council. Through cooperation and negotiation, the Council fosters consensus and develops policies that benefit the entire ecosystem. The European Court of Justice serves as the ecosystem's referee, ensuring compliance with the rules and regulations. Like a vigilant park warden, it enforces European law, resolves disputes, and maintains the balance and fairness within the ecosystem. Financial institutions, at last, such as the European Central Bank, can be seen as the ecosystem's financial services. Visualize the European Central Bank as a gentle stream, its currents guiding the flow of monetary stability and economic growth. In this interconnected ecosystem, each institution and actor plays a unique role, just as each species contributes to the overall biodiversity and functionality of a natural ecosystem. Through collaboration and symbiosis, the EU ecosystem thrives, fostering economic prosperity, environmental sustainability, and peace among its member states.